Good morning, friends. Welcome back. We are doing Unit 3, Lesson 2 for phonics. So let's get busy. Screen share with you. All right, let me get it in mode up here. All right, Unit 3, Lesson 2. Our learning target today are I can review sounds and different spellings. I can read and write with the OO spelling, and I can create a planning page for my narrative writing. So let's review the vowel and consonant spellings we have learned so far. Let me move my picture here down. All right, the F, as in stuff. We have the power bar that shows this is not common spelling. F. We have S, as in dress. Notice the power bar shows that this is not a common spelling. We have the spelling for Z sound, as in buzz. The power bar shows that this is not a common spelling. This is the spelling for ch, as in chin. The power bar shows that this is a somewhat common spelling. This is the spelling for sh, as in shop. The power bar shows that this is a common spelling. This is the spelling for th, as in thin or thick. The power bar shows that this is a common spelling. Here's the spelling for the th sound. Look at them sitting on the carpet. Them, the. The power bar shows that this is a common spelling. Here is the spelling for ng, as in sing. The power bar shows that this is a common spelling. Here is a spelling for qu sound, as in quit. The power bar shows that this is a very common spelling. Here is the spelling for the k sound, as in black. The power bar shows that this is not a common spelling. This is the vowel sound. Remember, vowel sounds are in green. I, as in it, and the power bar is very common. This vowel sound O, as in hop, okay, it's the short O. It is a common spelling. Then we have the spelling for as in pet. It is a short vowel sound also, and it is a common spelling. We have the vowel sound a. It's short, as in pat, flat, hat, clap, and snap. And it is a very common spelling. We have the vowel sound as but. It is a common spelling also. We are in our long vowels. A, as in cake. Remember, the A and the E work together, so you don't hear the E at the end, but it makes the A say its name. Then you have the long I, where the E tells the I to say its name also, as in bite. It's a somewhat common spelling. Then you have the long O, home. It doesn't have a power bar, so that's not a very common spelling. You have the long U, as in cute, cube, mute, and flute. And it's a not so common spelling. Then you have the long E, as in bee, and it's spelled with 2 E's, and it's not a common spelling. Okay, what I'd like for you to do right now is take out a pencil and a piece of paper, and I'm going to say some words, and after I say the words, you will write it on your paper. I will say each word twice, and I will sound it out slowly. All of these words contain the oo sound spelled with the double O. For each sound you hear, I want you to draw a line on your paper. For example, broom, b-r-o-o-m. So how many lines am I going to draw? 4 lines. And I'm going to put a sound on each line. But remember, the oo sound is going to go on a line together. Okay? All right. So I'm going to give you a moment to get your paper and your pencil. All right. I hope you got that pencil and paper ready. So I am going to go back to my screen here. Okay, here we go. So let's write the word moon. Moon. So let's say it. Moon. M-o-o-n. How many lines are you going to draw on your paper? 3 lines. Okay. So if I draw 3 lines on my paper, and I'm going to put a sound on every line. M-o-o-n. Good. All right. So let's go to the next one. What about zoom? Zoom. Let's say it together. Zoom. Z-o-o-m. So how many lines? 3. Okay, now I want you to write zoom on those 3 lines. Good. Okay, let's move to the next one, because we're going to check these after we've written all these out. Okay, let's look at our next word, spoon. Let's say the word spoon. Spoon. S-p-o-o-n. How many lines are you going to have? 4 lines. Good. 4 lines. So make sure you put your sounds on each line. Great. So let's go to our next word. Spook. Spook. Say that word with me. Spook. S-p-o-o-k. How many lines are you going to draw? 4 lines. 4 lines. And make sure you put that sound on each line. S-p-o-o-k. Great. Let's look at our next word. Let's spell the word zoo. Zoo. Say the word zoo with me. Okay. Z-oo. How many lines you got? 2. Z-oo. Great job. Let's go to our next word, smooth. Smooth. Say the word with me. Smooth. S-m-o-o-th. How many lines? 4 lines. S-m-o-o-th. Great. Let's do our next word, boots. Say the word boots. Now let's spell it. B-o-o-t-s. How many lines? 4 lines. B-o-o-t-s. Great. Let's do our next word. Word noon. Noon. Let's make our lines. N-o-o-n. How many lines? 3 lines. You put those sounds down on those lines. N-o-o-n. Let's do our next word. Room. Say the word room. Let's spell that word room. R-o-o-m. Put those sounds down on those lines. R-o-o-m. Good. Our next word and our last word, broom. Let's say the word broom. B-r-o-o-m. How many lines? 4 lines. Now make sure you put those sounds down. Great. Okay, so let's check our work now. So let's look at our words. Moon. You should have written 3 lines and M-O-O-N. Good. Look at Zoom. Zoom, you should have had 3 lines. Z-O-O-M. Good. And spoon, you should have had 4. S-P-U-N. 4 lines for spoon. And spook, you should have had 4 lines for S-P-O-O-K. And zoo, you should have had 2 lines for Z and your double O. And number 6, smooth, you should have had smooth, 4 lines for S-M-O-O-T-H. Then you've got the word boots, B-O-O-T-S, for 4 lines. Noon, N-O-O-N, you would have had 3 lines. Room, you would have had 3 lines for R-O-O-M. And then broom, you would have had 4 lines, B-R-O-O-M. Great job, guys, for working so hard. Now it's time for our tricky word section. We've got the words because, tomorrow, were, could, have, their, word, your, yesterday, to, today, are, should, and how. So all year long, we're going to be learning tricky words that do not play by the rules. So let's learn a new tricky word. Can you know what this word is? How would you pronounce that by blending it? Well, let's think here. B-I-C-A-S. Because. I like apples because they are crunchy. Because. Now, I'm going to write that word on our board, because. I'll make it a little bit larger so you can see it. Okay, because. Now, I'm going to circle the B, and I'm going to circle the C. And that's because you can hear those sounds when this word is pronounced, because. You hear the B and you hear the hard C as a K, as a K. I'm going to underline the letters E and the AU and the letters SE, because that's the tricky part. The E stands for the E sound, the double E sound, and the letters AU stand for the sound, and the letter S stands for a Z sound. So when you're reading because, we have to learn and remember that the entire word is pronounced because. Okay? So practice writing that word on your paper. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Because. Great job. Different spellings. I can read and write words with the OO spelling, and I can create a planning page for my narrative writing. All right, guys, that's the end of our lesson today, and I will see you back here tomorrow.